Hi guys, welcome to another recording. Today we'll be discussing the entry point indicator, which I explained in my last video. Like I promised before, I prefer to combine theory with practice. So today I will show you how in practice these tools work. Why I decided to use the EMA, ATR, MACD, because these are user-friendly and indicators. You can find these tools under any platform where you were on the MT4, MT5, the trading view. If you are using, you don't need to pay anything for that. However, in the next, in my upcoming recordings, we'll be discussing with you my individual tools as well, which I actually develop under my needs, but we'll have still time in the future, right, to talk about as well. So what we'll do today will be now analyzing US 100 for traders, right, who see this indicator, this asset first time. It's Nasdaq 100, so it's indices. It's a group of what's actually indices. Indices is a group of American stocks. So just a small information about indices, about its history, what was happening, and what we're expecting to happen. So indices is one of the most attractive assets which you can trade, and especially with CFD brokers, because with a leverage it becomes a very attractive instrument for trading, and it can offer you actually huge incomes, because we are talking about the asset where one unit value standing, as you can see from the right corner, about 10,006. So it's just now live graph, so it's fluctuating. So a short preview about the Nasdaq. So what's actually what's happening with Nasdaq, or how it simply reacts to the crisis periods and post-crisis periods. So as you can see, if you look at Nasdaq during the nearest crisis, which we had in 2007 and 2009, Nasdaq crash and its decline was about more than, actually, as you can see, 50%. However, since that time, for a long time, we can see Nasdaq was rebounding and reached almost for next 19 years to 9,772 record levels before crashing again one more time after coronavirus pandemic by about almost 31.75%. So but recently, if you look at the last 3 months, Nasdaq rebounded a lot, and since that time it's already jumped 55%. So why I decided to talk about it and to make my analysis on this asset, first of all, the people who subscribe to my channel, they know that in my first video I was talking about potential crisis when Nasdaq actually was rising to these record high levels, and I was predicting Nasdaq's crash even that time. So the people who want to know more about the situation with Nasdaq, I suggest simply to watch my first video, so they will find enough materials about Nasdaq, about its history, how it's jumped to these current levels, and of course it can give you more information when you will make your trade decision. So now what's happening, the thing that after pandemic, after the countries one by one started to ease the lockdowns, we can see the Nasdaq returning back. So however, the fundamental question is that whether it's healthy or not. So in my opinion, from fundamental point, Nasdaq is already extremely overvalued, and we can simply use a simple Warren Buffett indicator for this. How we can do that? Warren Buffett says if you're taking the total value of the whole country's whole equity market, so which stands about now for USA approximately $31 trillion, and you simply divide this number, you're simply taking and dividing it to the current value of overall value of US GDP. Expected US GDP for 2020 stands at 21.44. So you get a number, and you simply get, multiply this number to 100%, and it will give you an understanding so what's happening. So if you see the percentage which you get from this formula is more than actually 100%, it's the first sign that you're expecting, right, a strong decline the price of the price because running at the maximum. So it's not a fair value, let's say, in this way for the Nasdaq. So if you will make a simple calculation, we can take the calculator, divide 31 to 21.424, so it makes about now 101.445, so approximately 145%. So how 145% is extremely strong, high value. Reminding you that when we had 2007-2009 recession, this number was about 125%. So frankly speaking, Nasdaq is overvalued. So it's normal because if you will look at this reports of central banks, most of central banks, they are not planning to increase interest rates because they don't expect economy to recover to previous levels very soon. Even for example, if you'll check the last statement by US Reserve Bank, they're planning to consider potential rate increases only by 2020. So what it can tell us, it means that because when you talk about economy is companies, because these companies create the jobs. So and if we buy stocks in normal situation, we need to look at the numbers, the profit of these companies, and what we know. Just you can have a look at energy companies, just oil exporters. Like Exxon, Chevron. You can check the airlines companies like Boeing, Airbus. These companies' income crashed. What sector we can say survived? Actually, it's consumer discretionary, which actually producing very life essential products. And plus, we can add to this sector pharmaceutical or biotechnology company. That's all. In general, right? If you look, the U.S. right company is suffering a lot. We can see every day a lot of job cuts. So fundamentally, Nasdaq right doesn't actually deserve this value which we see now. So technical point, what we can see, what actually happening here. So we can see interestingly we tested the price, which actually was about approximately 10,284, and since that time we have been dropping. So in the nearest period we have just two strong resistance levels for me, 10,152 and 10,284. Then meantime I can see the level of EMA 55, which was my first board. Actually what I can see from the movements, first of all, if you're checking the ETR, if you're checking the MACD, let's have a look here. The hash points, what's happening there actually, then you will get my idea. Actually we can select now the trend line. So if you take a trend line and we connect the higher highs over there, we can just add a different color. For example, it's a black color. So what we can see this point is lower and this point, this level is higher, and we need to find actually these levels on MACD. If you look, you will see in MACD on MACD, which is actually moving average convergence and divergence, it looks in different way. So the level which is lower becomes higher, the level which is higher becomes lower. So we have here higher high changed to lower low. So what actually it means, simple higher low, sorry. What actually it means for us, it means that the MACD starting to change the direction, getting close to zero level, to a central line, which about first signal that the buy pressure on Nasdaq. The mood of bull traders, they're getting again smaller, and the cluster of the candles for 4 hours time frame again is the first signal that after right few hours we can see the price to be broken, and of course after we can test the price level of 9,000 approximately 888. We can simply set it as our next target. So I will set this level, let's say, with a red color, just to make it more visible. And after the breakdown of this, we can see so far the price testing even 9,670. So despite here we can see stochastic, you can see it's around 20. It means we can see rebound. However, I'm not expecting the rebound to continue strongly somewhere around maximum. I mean, the risk level for us can be 10,140, or in the worst situation 10,284. So that's what will be my suggestion, first suggestion, and from this analysis, it will be simply just selling the Nasdaq from this point where we are now. I will just put it as red level to the level of 9,888. So what we'll do, we simply will go and open a ticket here. I will be selecting very small, let's say 3 lots. So 3 lots in terms of volume for us, if we make it 20 units. So with leverage 1/200, now we can see the required margin will be for me just about $3,000. So I will go for net take profit 9,888. 9,888. It will be my profit at sell, and the income which I will get will be about 7,140. So it's my first trade. So what I will be placing, it will be an instant execution. You can see the position added. So and what I will do, for any case, I will be setting just one pending order, because I see 10,140, the potential level where we can set a rebound. So I can simply test this level one more time, in case if I will not break this level 55 EMA one more time. So it will be the level from where I will be looking again for selling this trade, but with 2 times more volume. So what I will do is I will open a ticket. Now I will increase my volume again. Sorry, we'll go to pending orders. We'll go to pending orders. I will increase my volume to 6. The price level will put 10,140. Okay, we enter the level. I don't add any expiration time. I go to take profit, and take profit simply will add the current level. We are approximately 10,007. So this is my take profit level, and without any stop loss, it will be my simply sell limit, and I will add my trade here. Okay, we can see my order sell limit with 6 lots added. So I made this decision based on the analysis which actually I did by using this indicator. So what we'll do now, we simply will be waiting for a while, and after some time we'll continue, we'll check the results together. So guys, we continue our session. So reminding you, after we made basic technical and fundamental analysis, we opened with your position with US 100. The opening time, you can see, was approximately around 2 p.m. So we can see the price after we opened for sell. You can see this red line, approximately 10,009 was the point where we placed the trade. It went down with a spike, and it tested our take profit level, and later we can see a return back and actually testing the previous level we actually was seeing potential resistance one more time. So we can see now it broke the all lines, and actually looks like, anyway, Nasdaq here looks for a sell, but again, one more time, it profits within a very short time period. We can see the details from the history. Our position information, you can see open time one more time, 13:47. Close time, you can see 16:50, just approximately about 3 hours later. Open price 10,006, and the close price approximately 9,888. The net income which I made 7,168 from the 3 lots. It's about 60 units of Nasdaq. So you can see how it works. For those who are interested, on the description you can find a link to register and to attend to my live webinars. In these webinars, I'm holding a live session for more than 2 hours, and during these 2 hours I'm taking the various market opportunities. And if you want also to get my opinions and my feedback about the market, please subscribe to my channel and follow, starting from next week, my weekly market updates. Thanks guys for your time.